Thank you, Michael, and thank you everyone for sharing with us. Folks, with this system, our members are using the most powerful financial principles in the world. The same principles that the wealthy have used to build wealth and protect their wealth for generations. And now, it's available to you. Our Worldwide Association of Entrepreneurs was established over 5 years ago, yet you listening today have the same opportunity to receive wealth as the people who joined years ago. This truly is a fair and level playing field. Now, take a look at that desired monthly cash flow that we asked you to write on your paper just now. What do you plan to do with that money? You see, this is a proven way to get out of debt, save homes from foreclosure, and enjoy more luxury vacations. Aren't you ready to have a more prosperous life? You can make your own list of possibilities here, but the bottom line is having more free time and having more money creates a whole lot of freedom and lifestyle choices that you may not have even thought were possible. So let's show you the money and exactly how our program works. Now, when you register on our website and get started with one of our product packages, you will immediately become part of our team of home business professionals and be able to plug into the multiple resources available to you. In addition, you will receive the master resale rights, which gives us the legal right to resell the membership package you own plus any lower level package and receive 100% of the profit. That is what makes our business operate like a mini franchise. Now, our team has systems already in place that find and filter all people for you. We're not going to tell you all of our secrets in this webinar, but by plugging into our tools and team support, you'll learn how you can start making money right out of the gate. Now let's try this out, because the financial solution that you're looking for is going to appear on your page. On the top left corner of your page, write your first name and draw a bold line underneath it. Directly below your name, down the left side of your page, skip down about an inch and list these numbers in a straight line from top to bottom. Write the numbers 1 through 10. So write 1. Underneath that, write 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you have that? Great. Now, just above the number 1 there, in the space you left, write these words. Payline number 1. Next, across the top of your page, next to your name, write these amounts from left to right. $500, $2,000, $3,500, $6,500, $12,000, and $20,000. These are your commission levels. You can receive cash at any one of these amounts. Keep this in mind. You're eligible to earn commissions at the level that you initially get started at. So why don't you go right ahead and put a check mark next to the amounts that you want to receive. Choose the amounts that best suit your financial goals. The majority of our members choose either the $3,500 or $6,500 level to start their business. But you should put a check mark next to the amounts that you would like to receive. It's your choice. You also see how others choose the $500 option as their starting point and use this very system to leverage their way to $3,500 or more. Know that there is something here for you, and any place is a great place to start. Now, the first thing that you need to see is that your system only needs to find one person for your pay line in order for you to start earning commissions. The second thing I want you to see is that all of the cash flows directly to you within 24 to 48 hours, typically by overnight courier. So let's walk through an example of just how this time-tested and proven system can work for you. On the left side of your page, beside the number 1, write the name Mark. Mark is one of the many people your system will find for you who is looking for a way to increase his income. He listens to this information and then he calls you back. You send Mark to your website. Mark joins online, and then the database places Mark on your payline number 1. Now, listen closely, because here's the power of the system. All of the cash that is generated here flows directly person to person. There's no middleman, no trickle up, and no company paying you a commission. So to get started, Mark chooses the $3,500 gold level and immediately sends you 100% of the profit. I did say 100%. You just had a $3,500 cashier's check delivered to your door. Now, would $3,500 in the next 24 to 48 hours make a difference in your and your family's lives? Of course it will. That's money you can use to pay bills, put it in the bank for a rainy day, or enjoy a nice dinner out with your family. whatever. Pay off those debts that have been hanging over your head, or take your loved ones on vacation. So let's write $3,500 next to Mark's name. Now Mark plugs into the system and finds Dave, who listens to this information. Dave loves what he hears and calls Mark right back. Mark sends Dave to his website. Dave joins online, and the database places Dave on your pay line. So beside number 2, write the name Dave. Dave also chooses to get started at the gold level, and so to get started, Dave immediately sends 100% of his product purchase to you. Another $3,500 cashier's check delivered to your door. Now listen carefully, because here's the one-up qualifier explained. Since Dave joined on Mark's website, the database placed Dave on your pay line as Mark's one-up qualifier and gave Dave to you. Now this is great news for both you and Mark, because by finding his first person, Mark is now qualified forever to start receiving cash flow, and the database allows Mark to break away and start his own pay line number 1. This one-up qualifier process that you are drawing out will work the exact same way for Mark. And guess what? Dave stays right there with you on your pay line as Mark's replacement. So next to Mark's name, write the letter Q. That Q stands for qualified. And next to Dave's name, write $3,500. Remember, I said your system only needs to find one person on your pay line for you to start receiving cash, and that all the cash is going to come directly to you. Well, your system has found only one person for your pay line, and that's Mark. And yet you have received $7,000 so far. So there you go. But we're just at the beginning. Now Dave plugs into the system and finds Wendy, who listens to this information. Wendy says yes and joins online. Because Wendy is Dave's one-up qualifier, the database places Wendy on your pay line. So next to number 3, write the name Wendy. Now to get started, what does Wendy do? That's right, Wendy immediately sends you another $3,500 cashier's check delivered to your door. Now Dave has just qualified forever, and the software allows Dave to break away and start his own pay line number 1. Just like you've qualified, just like Mark qualified, Dave is now qualified forever. And Wendy is right there on your pay line as Dave's replacement. So next to Dave's name, let's write the letter Q for qualified, and next to Wendy's name, let's write $3,500. Now Wendy plugs into the system and finds Jim, who listens to the information, and just like Wendy did, Jim says yes and joins online. And because Jim is Wendy's qualifier, the system places Jim in your pay line. So right below Wendy's name, next to the number 4, write the name Jim. To get started, Jim immediately sends a cashier's check to you, another $3,500 delivered to your door. Now, Wendy just qualified forever, and the software allows her to break away and start her own pay line number 1. However, Jim stays right there with you as Wendy's replacement. Next to Wendy's name, let's write the letter Q for qualified, and let's write $3,500 next to Jim's name, okay? This is simple to understand, so let's review. Each new member you find qualifies by doing 2 things. Number 1, they pay you one time to start their business. And number 2, they provide you a one-up qualifier as their replacement. Let's look at Mark. He gave you $3,500 and his one-up qualifier Dave as his replacement. Then Dave gave you $3,500 and his one-up qualifier Wendy as his replacement. Then Wendy gave you $3,500 and her one-up qualifier Jim as her replacement. This is what's called perpetual leverage. And perpetual leverage is one of the most powerful principles in the world. Your money is working for you 24/7 and your pay line number 1 is on automatic pilot. Mark, Dave, and Wendy are now qualified forever. However, Jim is not yet qualified and stays on your pay line until he gives you his one-up qualifier as his replacement. Perpetual leverage means this process goes on and on to infinity. Did you get that? So next to number 5, write $3,500. Next to number 6, write $3,500. Next to number 7, write $3,500. Next to the 8 there, write $3,500. At 9, write $3,500. And beside number 10, go ahead and write $3,500. Are you with me? Great. On the same line as number 10, I want you to write $35,000 because that's what 10 times $3,500 equals. And that's only the beginning of the income you can receive. We'll stop at 10 for this example, but remember, this process continues on and on without limits. Perpetual leverage working for you 24/7, delivering cashier's checks to your door. Now I have a question for you. How many people has your system found for you? That's right, just one after you qualified, and that was Mark. Now listen carefully as I explain another powerful principle at work for you, and that's compound leverage. This is where it really gets amazing. The next person that your system finds for you starts a brand new pay line, and this compounds your cash flow. Now on your page, straight across from where you wrote pay line number 1 over to the right a couple of inches, I want you to write pay line number 2. Directly below that, write the name Brian. While Dave, Wendy, and Jim are sending you their cashier's checks, your system has found Brian for you. Brian joins online and sends you his gold level startup, a $3,500 cashier's check to your door. And Brian must also provide you with his one-up qualifier as his replacement. The principle of perpetual leverage that is working for you in pay line number 1 will now begin working for you in pay line number 2 with Brian. There it is. Perpetual leverage and compound leverage working together for you on automatic pilot 24/7 without limits. Now you can fill in the dollar amounts and do the math later, but I think you get the point. You apply this principle of compound leverage by letting me offer your guests the use of our many tools so that they too can generate thousands of dollars for themselves and their family with perfect duplication. That's how you start multiple pay lines and have cashier's checks delivered to your door daily. Now think about this. How many pay lines do you want to create on automatic pilot, creating infinite cash flow for you and your family? Do you want 10, 20, 30, 40? There is no limit, and it's easy to do. We do all the explaining on your behalf, and we show you how to find and direct people to hear this information. Because in today's economy, everyone is looking for a genuine program that can deliver thousands of dollars to their door, and this does not require thousands or even hundreds of people to make a real difference for you, unlike most of those other home-based business opportunities. Look what you have received with just one person, Mark, on your pay line. Just imagine finding just one person a week. That's 50 pay lines in the next year. And a lot of our members are finding more than one person a week and even per day. And best of all, you can do this part-time, full-time, or spare time. And that's why you could be just 24 to 48 hours away from making thousands of dollars to help meet your family's needs. Let me ask you a question, and be honest with yourself. Has anyone offered you a system that generates thousands of dollars of income fairly for its members? A system that finds and filters all the prospects for you and explains everything for you professionally, offers state-of-the-art tools for everyone you sign up, and then on top of it delivers 100% of the profits to you. That's a pretty good deal. Now, step back and see this through the eyes of every person who hears this message, like Mark, Dave, Wendy, Jim, and Brian. Because when they do, they'll know that they've found the financial solution that they've been searching for. And if you start thinking outside the box and take action, you will get out from being under the pressure of being in debt and living from paycheck to paycheck. Look at the top of your page where you wrote your income options. Which ones did you put a check mark beside? If you're like most of our members, you'd want to receive at least the $3,500 amount. And when you get started at the gold level for $3,500, you will receive 100% of all the cash flow from all the people on all of your pay lines up to $3,500, and there are no limits. If you choose one of the lower amounts, you'll want to upgrade as soon as possible to prevent roll-up. And here is what roll-up is. Let's say that you get started today at the $500 bronze level. Then Mark starts at the $3,500 gold level. And the tracking software tells Mark to send the $500 portion directly to you because that's the level that you started at, and that's the maximum that you can earn from each person on your pay line until you upgrade. But what happens to that other $3,000? You see, the software automatically seeks out the first person above you who is qualified at the $3,500 amount, and the $3,000 portion will roll up to them until you upgrade. Now, maybe you're thinking, how can I do this? I'm broke. Well, if finding the money to get started is a concern, this is not something that you don't do. Many of our members borrowed the money to get started. I'm going to let Michael show you how you can get started for as little as $500 and leverage your way to $3,500 or more in a very short period of time. But first, let's hear from some of our members who went from flat broke to wealthy and turned their lives around.
Hi, my name is Marley, and I'm from Sun Valley, California. If you're looking at this opportunity for the first time, or the second or third, take a serious look. This opportunity is phenomenal. I've been a part of this business for 3 years. It's allowed me to work when I want, with who I want, make as much money as I want, eat when I'm hungry, not when someone tells me when to eat, and wake up when I'm done sleeping. I love the fact that we can make $500, $2,000, $3,500, $6,500, $12,000, or even $20,000 per transaction, 100% profit to you. So if you're looking at this, look at the video, go through it thoroughly, take action right away if you want to change your life. Some of you guys are behind on your bills or in foreclosure or your car's been repossessed. You want a better lifestyle. This is the opportunity where you can make it happen for you. Thanks a lot. Look forward to you joining aboard.
Hi, we're Jerry and Anastasia from Australia, and we want to share with you how awesome our life is after having this fantastic online business. I mean, I get to enjoy my children and be a mum, and that's what it's all about, and travel the world with my husband and my children and have an absolute ball and not have to worry about the finances. This is truly a great business, and it has certainly changed our lives.
That was phenomenal. Thank you, Steve, and thanks to everyone for sharing with us. Let's take a few minutes to review our amazing products. As a member, you will receive lifetime master reseller rights for the membership level you choose to join to our very extensive digital library of downloadable audio and video products and selection of ebooks. Included are some of the most popular personal growth and business development success books, audio lectures, and seminars ever written and recorded by some of the best-known inspirational authors and orators of our time. Play the audios in your car, at home, or in the background on your computer while working. Watch the videos on your computer, smartphone, or tablet. They will inspire, motivate, and educate you with powerful lessons that have changed the financial and personal lives of thousands of people around the globe. Some of our great authors include Napoleon Hill, W. Clement Stone, Earl Nightingale, Joe Vitale, Wallace Wattles, Neville Goddard, Florence Scovel Shinn, Henry Drummond, Ernest Holmes, and many, many more. Our digital library currently includes more than 188 hours of audio and video, with more authors and titles being added on a regular basis. We invite you to review the details of all of the products included in each of our membership packages. Please ask the person that introduced you to our business for details if they have not already provided you access. Now, I'd like to show you another proven strategy that has worked for thousands of people. Here's what you do. Get started immediately and position yourself in front of as much of the money as possible. Let's say that's $500 or $2,000. You then plug into our resources and start generating cash. Then take some of the money you've received and upgrade as soon as you can to the $3,500 level or higher. And you are there forever. It's just that simple. Members from all over the world are joining our program every day because they understand that nothing will happen unless they take action. We're not salespeople, and this business is all about helping people. We know that they are paying it forward by getting started with a one-time product purchase and expect nothing in return. And they understand that everything they receive will come from their own efforts when they share this life-changing opportunity with others. Now, before we finish, find some open space on your page. Maybe it's to the right or to the bottom. Write the numbers 1 through 5. You've got it. Write the number 1, then underneath that, write number 2, and then 3, and then 4 and 5. We'll use this space to recap the 5 key points that you'll probably lose sleep over tonight. Here goes. Next to the number 1, write the words, "Get started once, earn forever." When you get started, it's a one-time, lifetime action. Not once a month, not once a year. It's one time only. In fact, it allows you to create a wealth-building legacy that will last for generations to come. Next to number 2, write, "I get 100%. You do, because after your first joining member, you'll receive 100% of the profit up to the level where you're qualified. Next to the number 3, write "big money with no limits." Where else can you receive $500 to $6,500 or more just by directing people to this information without having to explain anything, and there are absolutely no limits to how much you can make. At number 4, write My Choice. That's right. You choose how much you want to make, $500, $2,000, $3,500, or $6,500 or more. Remember, any place is a great place to start. Your best choice is to get started today. Finally, at number 5, write the words system and support, because without these, none of this would work. You see, you're not alone here. We want to see you do well. And our team support is second to none, providing all the training and motivational support you need to achieve your goals. Now I need to level with you, because the truth is nothing will happen until you take action. I don't know what you'll make this week, this month, this year. You may say yes to this powerful opportunity and then never do anything about it. As a famous entrepreneur once said, if it is meant to be, it's up to me. I can guarantee you that if you don't take action, your situation will not change. Friends, this works. That you're listening right now is living proof of that. Use our information calls. Use our state-of-the-art tools, our team support. We want to help you help yourself. And we want you to feel comfortable about getting started and helping others do the same. Today, people mortgage their homes and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of their life savings on franchises and businesses only to lose their freedom as well. This is a better way. Use this system to create multiple streams of income for you and your family, and we'll be right there to explain everything to your guests. Now get back to the member who shared this with you and say these 2 powerful words, I'm in. They'll answer any additional questions you have and help you get started. We look forward to welcoming you to the team. Until then, we wish you and your family the best. Take care.